welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about brushes, specifically the brushes I use, and this has been a video requested a lot because I get asked this a lot about what brushes I use, so I figured, you know what, I'll do a video on it. So get a brew, get comfortable, let's jump in. Like a lot of people who do painting on social media and stuff, we generally get asked one of the main questions is, other than how did you do that and the recipes and paints and stuff, is what brushes do you use? And I pretty much only use one brand of brushes, and I have used this brand of brushes for well over 10 years, probably if not longer. I love them, they're amazing. Now, quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored in any way by Rosemary CO. This is a video that I'm making purely off the back of myself, and I wouldn't be a good YouTuber if I didn't have an affiliate link, and there is going to be one in the description below. So if you want to get yourself some brushes, feel free to head over there and grab yourself some. And if you do use the link, I do get a kickback from that, and that's amazing. You are helping out the channel. But if you want to help out the channel even more, hit the subscribe button, like and share and all that good stuff. But mainly hitting the subscribe button. It's free and it helps me out massively. Now, back to brushes. So brushes that I use are, there's three types. I use the Series 33, the 323, and the Series 8, and I'm going to switch the camera over and I'm going to have a little look at them, and I'm going to tell you the reason why that I've used these brushes for such a long time, and they really are good. So first things first, the first brushes that I use are the Series 33, and this is Rosemary CO Series 33, and the reason why is they are incredibly good brushes, and they're super affordable. Now, when it comes to the brushes, I only really sort of use size zeros, size 1s, and size 2s. These brushes are probably my main brush. When I generally order brushes, I'm generally ordering a handful of size 1s, the odd size 2 whenever I need one, and every now and again a size 0. Now, I do own a 3 and a 4, but they're still in my drawers, and I only ever really need them when I'm really doing large stuff and large sort of areas that need a larger brush. Now, you will notice straight away on the pricing structure that there is a long handle and a short handle. Now, the long handles are huge. Like they're like that. They're like kind of sort of like you hold the end and you can kind of sort of paint from a distance. They're proper acrylic artist brushes. And watercolor brushes and stuff like that. So they're kind of for artists that like to hold the end of the brush, kind of like this, and able to get to the canvas, and it's like almost double the length of this. It's mental. Now, so just bear in mind that if you are ordering them, make sure that you are clicking the right size length of handle, and they will ask you at the end when you come to the checkout. Obviously agrees to all of the conditions and everything of your purchase, but also are your handle sizes correct? And you have to tick that box. So, just in case, I've done it myself in the past where I thought I've hit the short handle, I've hit the long handles, click the box thinking, yeah, I'm good, and then these massive handles have turned up. It's been quite amusing. But yeah, Series 33 is the main brush that I use. They are a watercolor brush. Now, fun fact, the Series 33 brushes are pretty much what the legendary Broken Toad brushes were. And there's probably a good sort of basis to suggest that the original Artist Opus brushes were also these. Especially in their first Kickstarter, it's probably these brushes that were rebranded. I believe that they get the I'm pretty sure that Rosemary Co still manufacture the brushes for them, but I don't think they're a rebrand anymore. But they very much were a Series 33 back in the original in the day. Very much like how the Artificer brushes are essentially Winsor and Newton brushes, Series 7 brushes for Games Workshop. So really, really good brushes. I'm going to switch to the camera shortly. So Series 33, I generally get sizes 0, 1 and 2. the odd 3 and 4. I will never ever get a size 5. Size 5 are huge. Now, if you look at that, they are a pretty reasonable price. You're looking at £7.60 for a brush. £7.65 for £7.35 for a shorthand for a size 0, and like £8.35 for a or £8 and 5 pence for a size 2 brush, which is really good considering that, you know, Artis Opus and stuff like that, you're paying well over £10 for a brush. This is the reason why I've always stuck with Rosemary CO, is the quality of the brushes are really, really, really good, and the pricing is really good. They're affordable, high quality brushes, which, hey, we're in an expensive hobby, so any savings is good. And this is the reason why I use Rosemary CO. So I also use the series 323s. Now there's a cool little picture there, and you'll see straight away that they're very pointed. And the reason why I use these is these are incredibly good for edge highlighting. Incredibly good. They hold the paint quite well. They're quite fat. They've got a good body on the brush, and they hold a really good point, and they last for quite a while. I've only just replaced my size 1 323, and I literally have 2 new ones just arrived in the post not long ago. And you know, the current tutorial that I'm doing on the Space Wolf is being painted mainly with the edge highlighting is being done by this brand new 323. So as you can see with the prices for this, a short handle size 1 is £6.60. Amazing, brilliant, absolutely affordable brush, absolute top quality, and you know, you'd be paying double that if you went to somewhere like a Winsor & Newton or something like that. And then finally, I've also started to use these ones, Series 8. These are an interesting brush. They are a lot longer. They've got slightly a fuller body than the Series 33, and they're quite good. So I've got a couple of size ones that I'm playing around with to see if I enjoy using them, and maybe start using these over the 33s. But what I'll do is I'll switch over to the other camera and we can have a little look at the brushes themselves. So we got the brand new brushes, and as I said, I've been working on this guy for the tutorial. He's almost finished, so you know, keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming this week. So yeah, we've got the main brush straight away is the 33. This is size 1 33. This is the brush that I would use mostly, and you know, you get a really good point and tip on there. It's a really good brush. The one that I'm currently using is a couple of months old. You know, and it's still really, really good. I love these brushes. Just keep look after them. Give them a good clean, give them a good wash. And what I generally do when I first get them is I give it a good clean and a good wash, and then, you know, put these little covers over them. So the 33, now the size 8, the Series 8, and I'll show you the difference in it. So essentially, this one's a little, the Series 8 is a little bit longer, and I think that's just down to the handle. They're not exactly the same length, but when you look at the heads, you can see the Series 8 on the right hand side is a little bit fatter in the body, so it's going to hold a little bit more paint, which is kind of cool. There we go, get that in focus, and you can kind of see the difference straight away. And this is the 323 that I've been using. You can see it's got paint on it already because I've been slapping paint around. So it's pretty much a brand new brush. Only been using it for a couple of days. But yeah, you can see how fat it is, and it's got a nice good point to it. It's really, really, really good for doing things like edge highlighting and little fine detail work. The face on the Space Marine, on the Space Wolf, was done mostly with that, and a lot of the edge highlighting and stuff like that. So, you know, you get that. So a lot of the edge highlighting and everything on this was done with that 323. So you can get really fine lines with it. It's really good. It's kind of handy that I've got that there. But yeah, that's those brushes. So they are really, really good. And like I said, I do have an affiliate link in below if you actually want to check them out yourself. And again, this video isn't sponsored by Rosemary CO at all. I have literally used them for a long time. So, you know, I figured I think it's about time that I did a video talking about them and promoting them, because they are an incredible product. I love the brushes. I have dabbled with other brushes over the years to sort of try things out. I tried Artis Opus, didn't like them. Tried Winsor & Newton, found them really good but incredibly expensive. Played around with Army Painter brushes, absolutely hate those triangle handle things that they do. Really just don't like that. Their dry brushes are good. Now, Rosemary Co. do a set of dry brushes, if that's what you're interested in. They do a set of dry brushes for them. They are, I believe, there's a dry brush set. There's quite a few actually when you look at them. There's like smusher brushes, as they often were called, but there is like a miniature set. Now, one of the cool things about Rosemary Co. is they do cater to the miniature market somewhat, and they do this little miniature set here. It's £29.75, and it comes with basically everything that you basically need. So it contains 7 brushes. So you get a series 43, you get a 502, you get a series 33, 10, 0, you get a series 99, and you get a series 301. And then some of the other brushes that you can add to it. And it's basically some of the dry brushes and some of the other brushes that you can use for detail work. So if you are wanting to, you know, get into your miniature painting and you would like to try out Rosemary Co. brushes, they do have a miniature set there. And there are other like dry brush sets and things like that as well. So it's pretty good. So yeah. So basically, that's the video. Hopefully that has answered the question for anyone that's asked me it. And I have had this question a lot. What brushes do I use? Yada, yada, yada. And yeah, that's the video. So if you do like what I do, please like, subscribe, and share, and all of that good stuff. Feel free to check out Rosemary Co. Use my link. It would be amazing if you did. And yeah, mainly hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.